am here at the request of one of my viewers. One of them was really wanting me to do an episode on fishing for Redear Sunfish. Now, he didn't indicate, or she didn't, I'm not sure, which particular lake that he or she wanted me to go to, but I thought I'd start off here at Lone Star Lake because that's where you can first find the red-eared sunfish. Now, fishing for them here is a little bit more difficult, as that the places you can catch them, you can catch a lot of other types of fish as well. A lot of the smallmouth buffalo, the small catfish, channel cats, they tend to eat the same types of food, but they are here and you can catch them, and they're worth quite a bit of XP if you can catch them as trophies. So we're going to go here and check it out. Now, my favorite spot to fish for these guys is over here at near the dam road. It sounds bad, doesn't it? Near the dam road. Other places you can catch them, like at Swampy Exploration or Home Sweet Home, but it seems like I've had the most luck here. Now let me go ahead and go to a private room here. Now I don't know if you noticed, but it is a cloudy day, and the prime time is around 5 p.m. and it seems like in the afternoon is always best for these guys, either here or in the Heron River, or California. Any of those places, they do real well in the afternoons on sunny days, it seems like. Anyway, let's go over here to this spot that I want to be fishing from. It's amongst these lilies right here, and it's also a really good spot for spotted bass or Kentucky bass. Now, you already noticed that I've got a pet food. Yes, they love pet food. They also love red worms, and they love cut bait, and they love just about anything. But wax worms, I've caught a lot of them with wax worms. The things we're primarily going to use for these guys, though, however, I think are going to be pet food and wax worms, because that seems to be what I have the most luck in catching them with. Well, let me show you what kind of gear I have. Now, you don't have to have humongous rods for these guys. I've got an Omni float, which is a little bit more advanced, but you could use even a value cast. That would work just fine. The Callisto XS 1400, that's a lower level reel. I'm just using Fluoro .008 at 6-pound test fluoro line. And a number 2 hook. That's my favorite hook to use for these guys. Number 2 seems to be the best all-around size hook for them. Now, these guys like to be deep, and I've never caught them at anything more shallow than maybe 70 inches. I tend to focus somewhere between about 85 and 99, so I think it's just really basically how the barometric pressure looks. If it's kind of low, I tend to put it at a little bit less depth. If it's high, I'll put it at a little bit deeper, but you'll still catch them for the most part. The other rod that I've already got set up here for this has the wax worms. I'm going to go ahead and put it at about I'll put it at 81. That's good enough. It's also an Omni float, 14 foot by 10 inch. I've got the Prima 2000 reel. I've got Mono .008. I believe that is also 6-pound test. Chubby bobber, number 2 hook. So I'm pretty much consistent. This will just make it a little easier for me to switch back and forth. Alright, let's go back to this place here, guys. Now, if you notice, it's 4 p.m. The only reason I set it for that is because 5 p.m. is the time I want to be, and I wanted to have a chance to talk to you guys, so I didn't lose any time. Let's go ahead and advance an hour here. Now, we're going to start off, I think we're going to start off with a wax worm, so let's go over to the other rod. And it seems like right around in this general vicinity seems to be where they're located for the most part. Now I'm gonna cast this dude right out there. And we'll see if we get anything here. Now the pet food is usually good to use, but when I was fishing a little earlier, I was catching a lot of smallmouth buffalo with it as well. So you will get those guys, and you might get the occasional catfish. So waxworms, you can get other types as well, but I see it doesn't really take long. These guys, they attack pretty quick. I don't think, what do we got here anyway? Yep, there we go. Redear Sunfish. Now this is a small guy, but as you can see, they're right there. Now let's see if we can catch one a little bit bigger. Now my drag's a little bit high apparently, because he, despite his size, he was pulling on it pretty good. Now these are kind of a ferocious little fish. I mean, they don't mess around. When they attack, and they attack hard. So we're gonna sit here and wait and see how long it takes these guys to latch on. Here we go. See, like I said, you can get other kinds of fish here too. I'm going to try fishing over on this side for a second and see how that does, just to mix it up a little bit. Those golden shiners, they love those waxworms as well. Now if you switch over to pet food, you shouldn't catch them. So we'll see what lies over here. Alright, we got something. There you go. Redear Sunfish. This one's not too bad. He's quite a bit bigger than the last one. Okay. Throw this guy out. Now be careful, there's a lot of snags here. There he goes. There he goes. On blacktail shiner. Looks like I'm getting the shiners. I tell you what, guys, why don't we switch over to our other bait, the pet food. Maybe we'll avoid catching all those little bitty guys. Okay. Apparently that float is not quite... It's apparently too light. So, we'll change it out. What did I put on here? I thought I put on the... I put a chubby on there. Let's see. Oh, no wonder. Jeez. What the heck is wrong with me? Let's see here. Yeah, let's put an oval on there. There we go. Thought that's what I put it on there. Well, sorry about that. There we go. Now, even though it's not straight up and down, it is at a 45-degree angle, and that's good enough, guys. That means it's right there on the bottom, and that's where I want it to be. There we go. Ah, white crappie. Well, not what I was fishing for, but I will take it. Anyway, guys, let's see if we can't, maybe it was because I was too far in. Let's try right out here. Alright guys, that's going to be it for the night, and I know this was kind of short, but the time goes by pretty quick when you're doing this. But next time I'm going to go try doing the red ear fishing in the Heron River, and let me tell you guys, that's where the real red ear fishing is, there and in California. But until then, I will see you next time, so please be sure to share, comment, like, and subscribe. So until then, I'll see you later. Bye bye.